Hello, this is Tayo. I hope your week has been great so far. Now, one of the great things about real estate investment, and today I want to talk about rental income. So, one of the good things about rental income is the long-term benefits that you can get from it. And I'm just going to use an example to drive home my point. The house that we moved from when we were growing up, we moved from a house we were living in into our own house. This was in 1992. We were living in a 4-bedroom. It was a semi-detached duplex, so we were living in one wing. And I remember vividly that the landlady was going to increase the rent to 18,000. I don't know how much we were paying, but at the time she was going to increase to 18,000. And she wanted us to pay for 2 years, which was 36,000. So my dad was like, okay, instead of us paying 36,000, let us move into our own house. So we moved into our house, even though it was not complete at the time. We moved to our house. Now the point is this: this was in 1992, which is about 28 years ago. Now it just occurred to me that this woman, has been earning rent on that house over the last 28 years. And the good thing about this house also is that it's a very beautiful house. Even till today, the design is great. Structurally, the house is solid. The location is great. So this woman has earned rental income on this house for the last, as a matter of fact, because I can't remember when we moved into the house, but I remember that we celebrated my 50th birthday in that house, which was in 1990. Okay, so this woman has earned rental income on that house for at least 30 years. The woman in question, she's still alive today. The house is still there. The house is solid. And even if she decides to sell that house today, she's going to sell it for a good amount of money because the house is in a good location. The house it's a beautiful house, even though it was built a long time ago. And everything about the house is just on point. And there aren't too many investments, that gives you this kind of return. So you invest in something, and then it continues to give you money over many years. The house where I live in currently, there are about 8 flats. I'm going to be paying my 4th rent next month. So this woman has collected a couple of millions from me, and this is just one out of 8 flats, and they will continue to earn this money forever. Okay, so rental income is something you also should think about. Actually, I did a little estimate, and I found that if you buy a house, the rent that you will get from that house is going to be about 5 to 7% of the cost of the house. So you may not get your money back. You'll be getting your money back over maybe about 10 to 15 years. If you buy a house off plan, you can get a house cheaper when you buy off plan. So maybe if you buy off plan, you can get your money back in about 10 years. But much more than that, you think about the fact that even after the 10 years, you continue to earn rent over this house forever. And then after, when you're done, you can even hand this house over maybe to your children, or you can even decide to sell. And this brings me to another point. I have seen folks who they buy land and then they say, you know what, let's just build something on this land. Let's just put up something. And I usually, when I come across people who say things like that, I say, no, that's not a good way to go about this. You see, plan what you want to do on the land and start gradually. Okay, if you want to do 4 flats, you want to do 8 flats, that is what you should start doing. Don't just say you want to build something, maybe something temporary. If you build that temporary whatever, you realize that 10 years, 15 years, that is what you will still have on that land. So if you buy land, think about the future. Whatever you're going to do on that land, whatever you're going to build, begin with the end in mind. Think about something that's going to last long, not just something that you do and after a while it doesn't have a lot of value. So you think about rental income, think about the long-term benefits. Also, make sure you try as much as possible to do something very good, something solid that will stand the test of time. And when you look back many years from now, you'll be glad that you made such an investment. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again soon.